Today on 60 Minutes, a couple of interviews and special guests.
Stop the nuke. Yes! 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 Wait, we're on? Oh god, we're on. Oh, hi everyone! Okay, today on 60 Minutes, on this broadcast of 60 Minutes, we have an interesting but also sad topic. World War II and the Holocaust. Dun, dun, dun. Our first topic tonight, the thousands of art that was stolen by the Nazis during World War II. We at 60 Minutes have arranged an interview with George Stout, a former monuments-man, one of the brave men and women responsible for recovering a bunch of art that was stolen by the Nazis during World War II. Our Hanson Jing has a story.
Vinay, as he said, George Stout is a monuments man, one of the brave men and women. Oh my God! Oh, that hurt. Responsible for covering countless amounts of art and other treasures. Even though he passed away in the 1970s, oh my God! We used a time machine to go back in time to 1960 and get him so we can interview him. Fortunately, our cameraman died in a hole, so this video may not be high quality. Anyways, George Stout is here today, sitting right over there, I don't know. Tell us about his stories of adventures from back in World War, I think it's II. Yeah. How are you today?
Hello, Hanson. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm fine as well. So, you're a monuments fan?
Yes, I was. I helped recover art that was stolen by the Nazis during World War II.
Do you have any idea why the Nazis stole these precious arts?
A lot of people believe the Nazis had financial and cultural motives. Financially, they would sell art that did not reflect the Third Reich's ideals. Culturally, the Nazis took art that was stolen from Germany. They wanted to enrich the Third Reich with beautiful art, and Adolf Hitler, leader of the Nazis, wanted to make Food Museum. A giant museum in his hometown of Linz, Australia, to display all the art and become the new cultural center of the world.
Do you know how many valuables were stolen?
Throughout the continent of Europe, the Nazis stole over 100,000 valuable items. Just in France, they acquired 22,000 objects, 5,281 of them paintings. Sent all of these stolen goods back to Germany, the Nazis used 29 shipments involving 137 freight cars. They stole art by Raphael, Peter Paul Rubens, Titian, and Michelangelo. Famous work that was stolen was Madonna and Child by Michelangelo.
Where was all the art kept?
There were many places where the art was kept, but the most famous place was probably Alsace, a mine deep in the Austrian Alps. In Alsace, Hitler kept the art and other stuff he was going to put in his Food Museum. Some monuments men, including Captain Robert Posey and PFC Lincoln Kirstein, went to Alsace after the war ended to recover art. Posey actually found out about the mines due to a toothache when the dentist informed him about Alsace. They enlisted my help. When I got there, I recorded that there were 12,593 objects in Alsace. No, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But there was a problem. Later, the Allies told me that our team had a month to get all of the art out because the mine was going to end up under Soviet control. Even though I extended the work hours, my team and I could not get all the art out because of the lack of packing materials, trucks, and food for the men, and it was raining, so that did not help at all.
Should have helped. I mean, the art would have been like softer, lighter, and you could have carried more.
But it would be destroyed because.
But then you
okay,
got the
moving on.
art.
We only got 3,336 objects out of Alsace, or 27%.
Good job, man. Stealing and hiding the art was only part of what happened. What was done with the art afterwards?
Some of it was sold. Some of the art was burned in public squares for being non-German. Yes, kind of weird. Some of the art was put in exhibitions showcasing what was not tolerable in Nazi Germany.
I have some facts on you, Mr. Stout. It says here that you only took 1.5 days off in your more than a year time in Europe. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the most important thing to me was to give the art back to the rightful owner, not how long I took vacations. My men and I worked very hard, and we got a lot done, and I'm proud of them.
So, we all know that when the Nazis did was just terrible. Do you have any words to say about what happened?
Well, the Nazis tried to destroy a culture by, destroying and stealing the art, which is one of the cruelest things you can do to people. Culture brings people together in times of need, and what gives people hope. So it's just a really, really mean, very mean thing to do.
Okay. Thanks for letting me interview you. Would you like to go back to the 1960s now?
Thanks for having me, and yes, I'd like to go back now. Next on 60 Minutes, we interview Mr. Webster on the Warsaw ghettos. He's here today from our time machine to describe how the ghettos were back in the 1940s. Oh, you have to watch this shake, Mr. Webster.
You know I speak English, right?
You know I studied the entire Polish dictionary just for this interview.
No. Okay. Well, it's your fault, dude. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Well, I feel good today.
So I heard you lived in Poland, and you were forced into a seemingly small neighborhood or in a close area called a ghetto, right?
Yes, very true. Many regulations were put on us Jews before we entered the ghetto. Each new law was minor, so we didn't really care. We just adopted to the new laws and lived like normal. Well, however, we soon realized the Nazis were trying to trap us and to kill us. But by that time, it was too late for us to escape or do anything. It was only then I realized myself that the Germans had tricked us into death, slowly.
Oh, that must be sad. What regulations were placed on you?
Well, different kinds. Some of our businesses were closed by the Nazis. We were forced to wear a Blue Star of David on our clothes. That wasn't that bad. Soon they closed all different Jewish buildings and finally forced us to register ourselves as Jewish people to the Nazis. By then, it was too late to escape. We were trapped in our own, death.
How's your time in the ghetto? Eating rich steak and drinking wine every day?
Oh,
or
no,
beer?
Well, it wasn't beer in my opinion, but we had the exact opposite. We barely got any rations. People had to share bedrooms and living space, more like 6 people a room. It was crowded without much food.
No education? Nothing to aid a living?
No, so Sarkar, as I heard, pushed to give us education inside the ghetto, better rations, and better living space. It was a small difference in our lives. We were still miserable.
Wait, who is Sarah?
Oh, he was the leader of the Judenot, the Jewish council the Nazis formed.
Okay. What are the possible conditions to survive, and how did you survive?
I did it. Well, we smuggled food and other valuable items from outside the ghetto to inside the ghetto. This extra piece of food, or money, as in, drugs, kept us alive. The main leaders formed a rebellious group against the Nazis. I volunteered as a young Jew to fight against the Nazis when the time came.
So you smuggled a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
I love drugs, Smoking was fun.
They let you smoke in the ghetto?
Yeah, who cares?
Okay. What type of weapons did you use when you were fighting the rebellion?
Well, I used a gun that I owned previously from, being at home. I also had received homemade bombs and grenades to throw at the Nazis. I felt really prepared if I had to fight.
And when was that?
Early in 1943, we didn't expect it coming, so the commanders decided to have 12 soldiers and line them along the deportation lines the Nazis formed for the Jews. They would attack the nearest German soldier at a given signal. This gave most Jews a chance to escape from the lines because there was lots of chaos when that happened.
So, you weren't in that battle?
Yeah, I wasn't, but I was in the next one, in April. The Germans marched into the ghetto, but a hidden landmine and fighters held off the Germans for a couple of days. But our ammunition quickly ran out.
What's that?
Early in 1943, we didn't expect it coming, so the commanders decided to have 12 soldiers and line them along the deportation lines the Nazis formed for the Jews, not to kill them. They would attack the nearest German soldier at a given signal. This gave most Jews a chance to escape from the lines since there was a lot of chaos back then.
So, you weren't in that battle?
Yeah, I wasn't, but I was in the next one in April. The Germans marched into the ghetto, but our hidden landmine and fighters held off the Germans for a couple of days. But our supply of ammunition quickly ran out, as mine did as well, And the Nazis set fire to the ghetto, destroying everything. It was a very tragic day for all of us. Many died, including all of my family.
Sad, very sad.
Yes, indeed. To this day, I still don't know how I escaped and survived all that. Only reason why I'm still here to report to you, you know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. Looks like we're out of time. But thank you. Stay tuned for 60 minutes.
From our sponsors.
Your argument is invalid.
Thanks for watching 60 Minutes. Blooper time!
The nuke? Yes! 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 Oh, we're on? We're on. Oh! Oh! What was that for?
Thanks, Vinay. As he said, George said, "Oh!" We smuggled food and other valuable items.
Wait! I ran out of lead. God, there's no lead around here. Gosh. Give me lead, I'll rip that beard right off of your face.
I don't have.
Wait, what? This isn't even a lead pencil. You know what? No, I'm sorry. I'll never rip your beard off again. No.
From our sponsors.
Oh crap, I don't know my last one. Is it good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Your argument is invalid. I'm Batman. Your argument